Oh, and we're on. Hold up to the races. Give it a few minutes, or not minutes, but seconds. Yeah, alright, we're good. I tested all this beforehand, so it should work this time. One thing that is giving me trouble is my video, but that's kind of not that important. I'll see if that fixes it. Yeah. So my video, you might see me freeze, which is okay, because um, I'm okay with that. I don't know why that's happening. Um, yeah, I have no clue. Okay, so we're gonna get started with some composing. So I have this set up where we're gonna be listening to some music. On here, we fixed Chris's bass part. We're gonna go over. I'll go over that on what happened and how we fixed it. It was really weird. I think I figured out the problem though. But yeah, I don't have to edit his bass like I thought I would. That was kind of a nightmare. We'll also just make this look a little neater today. Especially with the drum takes, because they're all like wild right now. Make sure I named each one properly, put them all on the same track, which is not the easiest thing to do. Not all on the same track, but all on the same take. So I'll probably put them all on like take 3. Okay. Okay. So we're going to get started. And we're going to start with that tedious stuff. Okay, so this is the drum part. Oh, I'm streaming a little early, but I'm going to probably stream for a while because I just want to work on stuff today. So this is how we do drum takes, and this is Explosion. I have to do this to Hatman too, which is really the first, actually like the second song on the album. So we'll do that first. So this is each take, and I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm gonna mute Chris too, because we want just drums. So we're gonna do some not drum editing, but like just making things look nice. So this is the corrupt bass. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. This is the bass guitar. So I'm just gonna label it bass guitar because now it's in the folder. And what I used to do is I used to edit and then like export each one because we had like a really bad DAW. So I would edit the part, export it, and then mix it. But now I just edit and, well, Chris gives me his, but I edit the drums and just keep it all on the same project. That way it's not going so crazy, like going from project to project. There we go. I guess I'm gonna have to keep doing that. Alright. If I freeze, don't worry. So we want the drum part to sound like it's all going at once, like all one take. So we're gonna do that first. And we're gonna listen to some of it. Oops. I could leave on the bass. Sometimes that can help. So what I have to do first, looks like take 3 has the most stuff going on. So I'm gonna just move everything up to take 3. That could either go ugly or not, so it's pretty hard. Hopefully it doesn't go ugly. Okay. I hate doing this, to be honest. I really do. I'm gonna put take 2 like up here. Yeah. forgot the easy way to do this. Make everything small. And we're just gonna put this all down. Why is there a blank track? Who knows? And I think this might work too. If it doesn't work, then it's always. See, I moved it a little bit, so it's gotta be very, very, very there you go. See, now everything that was up here in take 2 is now in take 3. What I also have to do, I have to make a note. So we kind of do everything at once. You know, we shoot the video, we record the music with the drums anyway. When he records the music itself, we film him. And that's because, you know, to save time. So I have to make sure, like, I'm marking the takes correctly. So this was take 2. So take 2 is like beginning. To the first boom. So I'm gonna just make a note of that. I guess I'll write it down on my notebook. Actually, I should probably make a notepad because I'm gonna need like it separate. So, editing notes begin. Hopefully they won't be as complicated as the last album. Drum take. Oh yeah, let me put explosion. Drum take 2 is from the beginning to the first chorus. Alright. So that lets me know in the future when I'm making the video which shot I use, because each take is a different shot. Okay. So we'll go back over here. So this was take 2. And one of these was also take 2. Okay, what is this? Okay. So take 2 is also, oops, the very end to the. Call that the love gun. Take 2 is from beginning to first chorus and very end love gun motif. Yeah. All right. And yeah, I keep appearing and reappearing. Okay. So that is take 2. So we've put that there. Now I have to take 1 and move it up here too. And then we're gonna like we're not gonna totally mix the drums, but we're gonna like kind of start the process. That way like our little project could sound better. Okay, so just like before, we want to make this stay within the green squares, not move at all. And then, oh, see, I moved a little bit, so I gotta start over. Good. It shouldn't move too much because I have the grid on. So this, if I didn't have this on, it would be really hard to move it like without it moving. You can also do this. I should have put this on, but it locks it in place better too. And now we have just one flesh drum take here. So the highlighted is take 1. So I have to make a note of that. Here. So the first chorus is take 1. Okay. So the full first chorus is take 1. Okay. So, oops. Take 1. Full first chorus. And it's also second chorus as well. Yeah, you pretty much nailed the solos on the first take, which is kind of interesting. Usually doesn't do that. Take 1 is second chorus. Alright. So it's first and second chorus. All the verses are take 3, and take 2 has a little bit of parts. It won't matter too much on this song because we are he plays them pretty consistently, so it's pretty consistent on his parts. Alright, I'm still alive. Good. Okay. So, to eliminate some clutter, I'm gonna destroy all these tracks. So drum take 1. I don't need it. Let me save it first before I do this, just in case I delete anything on accident. I like to be very careful whenever I delete something. Sometimes they could be like tied or accidentally click another track. Like if I delete just this, it'll go all of this, so I have to be just doing it carefully. And there. Now we don't have just drum take 3, we have just drums. So drums. Oops. Caps lock is on. Also, this album is going to use a lot of percussion, so I'm going to call it drum set, because there might be some more drums in this song. Not sure about Explosion, but the other songs will definitely, like Pocket Master is going to have some drumming percussion happening. Cool. So now comes the not fun part. We have to make sure it sounds smooth, which is not always easy. So I'm gonna like expand it a little bit, and we'll see if the first cut sounds smooth. So it could sound a little better. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this close to the crash, and we want these to blend like that. And now it sounds like one take. Because if you leave space, you're gonna hear it click. See, it's nice and smooth. And with our old program, we had to like manually fade out, fade in, and all this stuff, and try to get it perfect. But with Reaper, it does all that for you. So it's pretty cool, especially when doing stuff like this. Drum set can be pretty tough to do this kind of thing too. So I already kind of see a space, so it's probably not going to sound clean. Okay, so we might have a problem here. So there's a crash hit here. I'm gonna see. This is good. Alright, let's rewind it. So it sounds still a little weird. Okay, let's see what we can do. Maybe after. Like that. That's better. So I'm gonna try to do it here where there's splashes or smaller crash. So like right here, there's no ringing. And if he's consistent, here it should blend well. There we go. Alright. Yeah, this is drum editing for those just watching. Drum editing is my bane. But I gotten pretty good at it, so I guess it's not too much of a bane. So we got that click sounding good. We got seamless. We have this one over here. So it's a little off because it cuts right on the bass drum. What did I do? What's this? I'm still getting used to Reaper too. I used Cubase for such a long time. What is happening? There we go. Okay. So cut should happen before this bass drum hit. So do that. We want it to blend a little bit, not too much. There we go. That's actually the perfect spot to put it. Cutting like right before another big part. Nice. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And then we have another cut up here. This one looks pretty detached. Yeah, it's totally detached. Actually sounds pretty seamless. But I'm gonna mix it just a little bit. And that will be all that's need to be done there. Alright, this looks like it's gonna be a crazy adventure. Cool. Alright, now here, these look already kind of blended. Let's see how it sounds right now. Yeah, okay, that sounds fine. Yeah. Alright, that's where we do the trade-offs. I still haven't done my solo. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a key or a guitar here. Haven't decided. We've talked about it, but it hasn't been decided yet. But yeah, I'm up for Explosion. Alright, and it looks like there's one more cut. Alright, there's nothing. Cool. So, the best spot to have another take over is silence, and that's what I did here. It's another take here. So overall, it's not much like cutting up, and it's not like the way I wish I showed the editing process. Maybe with one of the newer songs, you'll see the drum editing from the beginning, but it's him doing different things on each take. And then there's like a warm-up take sometimes. Like, we'll do like 3, but we really need just 2. But sometimes the warm-up take is like really good, so we keep it. And that's what take 1 really is. As you could see here, the warm-up take was like the main chorus, so I thought the solo sounded really confident. Okay, now I'm gonna listen to everything here. I want to make sure this bass part is fine. Chris did his own editing, I think. I think he did. Oh yeah, it reminds me, I need to tell them my escapades, what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna text them. I mean, it's not like they don't really watch me do this, so. Oh, I already told them. Let's see. I'll just say streaming now, just in case they come. Y'all can chat with the musicians I'm messing with here. Alright, so my main fear is the lining up. I also need to hear acoustic guitar. So I'm gonna unearth this train wreck here. There we go. I'm gonna redo vocals for this, so I don't want them, you know, to be heard right now. And the click I need to remove too. Alright, so click track is removed, so we should all just come in. There we go. So we want to make sure we have a strong introduction. So what I'm gonna do, I just want to make some of this more together. That's fine. That's a little quick. So I'm gonna like split it here. And it's fine, but you know, it's not. It's fine and it's not. There we go. It's just like slightly moving it, you know? Like in a live performance, that would be fine. We want this to start really strong together. What was that? Yeah, sometimes you just hear clicks. I'm so click paranoid, because that means there's something wrong with the edit, but sometimes I just hear them. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we want this first note a little stronger. Actually, it's right with him, so. Or is it a little before? Let me see what happens if I move it. Just the first notes. Yeah. Cool. I just want to point something out. Here, I'm kind of off a little bit. But they're all like right with me because I recorded first. So that's the cool thing. That's why I don't like edit with a click track on. Because what the musicians or what the editor will do will try to edit everything with the click, like everything to the click, when it really should be you're editing to make everyone sound like together. So I recorded first, so they're trying to play right with me rather than the click. And I always tell them, if I'm a little off, go a little off with me. Or if Ant's a little off, go a little off with him. Or if Chris is a little off, go a little off, as long as we're together. Metronomes aren't perfect. Like, humans aren't perfect at keeping time. You know, it's going to shift. Like, if I just do this for like 24 hours, I'll either get faster, slower, you know, slightly or more. And metronomes are really the same way. Which is why, like, if I record something just on my keyboard with that metronome and try to plug it into this metronome, the exact same recording, it might be off a little bit. Which is why it's more important for us to play with each other than with a like, if we recorded each of these parts with our own metronomes, it wouldn't line up perfectly. Like, it's better to just record with yourselves. Like, I know some bands that used to do that. Like, they would record, one person would record their part 120 BPM, another person 120 BPM, and then they try to put it all together, and it just sounds off of each other because they all use different metronomes. Yeah, I hate metronomes, man. I wish they were perfect, because in a perfect world that should work. So this part was perfect. So in the song there is a click track, and it's the same click, like we all use the same one, and it slows down, it speeds up. It's not like, it doesn't even keep a beat really. I designed it so that it slows down and speeds up, and you know, whenever there's like a dramatic part in the song. So here, it slows down a little bit on purpose, so we're all slowing down here, then the countdown begins. tempo has changed, and now it's getting slightly faster because I hate metronomes and they could all die. Okay, so that didn't sound good. Who's off? Is it me or Chris? Or all of the above? We're human, man. We're human. So I'm gonna guess it's Chris. Let me see. It might not. It might be me. Let's see. It's him. It's him. Okay. So there's 2 hits. It's gonna be a little tricky. Slightly. So we want the first hit first. I'll move that one a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of weird if you isolate just that one. Because Anthony's a tiny, slightly bit late. But I don't want to move him. I think I just end too late, maybe. That sounds okay. Yeah. I knew that part would, like, it's really hard to just stay together. Second one's a little late. Not that much, though. Oh, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. There we go. See, that's like perfect. Second hit, little bit late. Or early. Yeah, that's the word. Using the wrong words. Early. Are you on time or are you late? Alright, I just want to listen to those one more time. Yeah, something's up here. I think there's like a extra guitar take coming out. Oh yeah, there it is. That's how I edit myself. There we go. No, that's perfect. That's how I edit myself. I don't know if I want 2 guitars here or not yet, so I have to kind of hold off on that. Otherwise, I'd be making this like look nice. Yeah, well, I lay down the foundation, and then they record, and then from there, I change a little bit of what I do to make it more in line with what they do. And yeah, that's how we record, really. So that's Explosion. Each one of these songs is like a character, and this one is like a drummer for sure. So I'm gonna do a little bit of more stuff with the drums. Let me save it. Okay. There we go. So we're doing good so far. I'm gonna do some panning. I don't even know if OBS will pick it up, but overhead to the L, overhead to the R, all the way for now. Floor tom kind of to the right. Tom 2, not as right. Tom 1, a little bit left actually. And that alone will make the drum sound fuller. There's still more things to do to the drums, but you know, this is the third song of the track, or third song of the album, so I think where it is right now is pretty good. There's still some recordings that need to be done, so I'm not going to go all editing or mixing mode yet. But just to get the ball rolling, you know, I just went ahead and panned it as I do. But yeah, there'll still be more recordings to go under this guy's folder here, which is me. It's either going to be keyboard solo or it might even be marimba. I don't know. Not sure yet. Whatever it is, has to be like, because there's characters in these songs and each character has an instrument. And I'm thinking Hatman's character isn't necessarily guitar. Like, that's more the narrator. And his instrument might actually be like keyboard. So it might be like keyboard solos going on here, even though there's a guitar playing. And if we do play it live, I could probably do both, to be honest. If we do play it live. But I'm not thinking about, oh, if we played it live, it had to be guitar, so it has to be a guitar solo. Like, I'm trying not to let that limit like what I do with this album. So I feel like I let it with the last album. This one here is a totally different song. We're going to do some stuff to it. Mostly just make sure it's okay. I have 2 guitar takes. This is the first song of the album here, and it's called Dream. And we're gonna take a little listen to it. So far this is all me. Chris and Anthony will be adding their parts, but I just like recorded it like really quickly and then I just sent it to them. So I didn't spend a lot of time listening to it. I listened to it a little bit in the car, but nothing else really. So we'll take a listen to it, just what it is so far, just how it starts and everything. Before, I have to make a mental note. I know that ruins kind of the flow, but these videos kind of for me to look back on just in case I have extra ideas. So really put yourself in this situation. You're staring at a fire. In the last album we did, which was Melancholy Dream, you were staring into a bootleg Dreamcast game. And with each album, you'll be staring into something, you know. That album, you're staring into a video game. This album, you're staring into a fire. So that's how, like, this is framed. And when this song begins, you'll see, like, just a fire. And you'll see stuff in the fire, which is kind of cool. Which is why there's a lot of acoustic guitar on this album. On our last album, there was just one song with acoustic guitar. This album, I think, is like most of the songs. So I'm going to put myself in that frame of mind. I am sitting outside around a bonfire, staring into the fire itself. There'll probably be some singing here. You listen very closely. Oh, I put this on the wrong. This is the ragtime piano. It like does this weird thing that I just kept. It's like the B flat like sharpens a little bit over here, which turns it into a major chord, which is pretty cool. But like you really have to listen for it. It's just like something the keyboard did. I guess like ragtime piano is supposed to be like these kind of old timey strings are not the best, so they pitch shift a little bit, and I like the way it does it here. So, but yeah, you have to have the volumes up all the way. I think this is good. There's this instrument I'm kind of second guessing, and it's the ASP. So I know it starts it. But I think it's fine. I'm probably not gonna keep it the whole time. But it looks like I already cut it off from here. I don't want to overuse it. This is an instrument I used to use a lot in my music because it sounded kind of wild. So it's making its comeback. But yeah, this one looks like it's gonna be fine. And this is the big one. Once this song is done and I make a video for it, Dream Crack can launch. It can start being uploaded. I last minute thought like, oh, we need like an actual intro track. Melancholy Dream didn't have an intro track. It just started with Sad. But it had an instrumental, which was kind of going to be the intro track, but I moved it later. It was like main theme because it was kind of soft, super soft piano, and it started the album, and I wasn't sure if that was going to fly. So I made sure like that this intro was kind of upbeat, energetic, and framed the album correctly, because this intro is called Dream, and the last track of the album will be called Crack. So first track is Dreams, the last track is Crack. The whole album is called Dream Crack. So it's actually part of a bigger song. And what's going to happen during this part, it'll fade out. And there's actually going to be some marimba even here, playing like a little melody. And it'll fade out. And when Crack begins, this part will fade in. And the song will continue. So it'll be pretty cool once it's all said and done. Alright. So that was some fun listening break. I think they sound okay. They're not finished yet, but they're good so far. Good enough. So now what I need to do is, what do I need to do? Let me think. So we got Legend of Explosion. Where's my Hatman? So I have like 2 Hatman folders that I'm not very proud of. Okay. Alright. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Oh, okay. Alright. So we're going to do what we did to Explosion. We're going to do that to the song now. So if you're a fan of drums, you'll love this session. So we'll be doing a lot of drum. So it looks like there's no take 1. So this is the warm-up take, and it looks like most of it is take 2. So it's not going to be as, what do you call it? It's not going to be as intricate as Explosion. Because the song, he mainly did it. He had like a really, really good take 2. And it looks like I just used like a little bit from take 3. Not that much at all. And we need to check Chris's bass too. For myself, dude, I didn't even name my tracks. Pluck, Pluck, Voive. That's definitely vocals. That's what happens when you record by yourself. Because I'm like standing. I like to record singing when I'm standing. So I have to hit here and then stand back up and give myself enough time. So I'm often like typing with one hand. Alright, let me see what we got. So I'm gonna mute some stuff here. What am I gonna mute though? This was muted for some reason. Let's keep it that way. We'll mute the voice. The vocal take is pretty good, but I recorded some parts without this thing. That was a mistake. So we'll have to redo some parts. That'd be cool if you can record while streaming. Maybe you can, but I can't sing right now because I'm like, my voice is done. Dunzo. I just got over a pretty bad sickness, so I can't really sing notes. Okay. Alright, we have an interesting problem. Alright, what is happening? So I need to find out what's happening. Let me see. Take 2 is gonna solo. So if he's doing any cymbal stuff here, I need to hear it. So we might just hear nothing but silence for a while. Let me see. If you listen very closely, you can hear the click track. Must be from the overhead mics. Alright, so nothing happens until that bass drum. So we're going to move everything here. That should take care of the feedback. And we're gonna push this back. Actually, it should be okay. It should be fine. Make this smaller. Turn that on this time. We want to make sure the top. Something's up. Let's take 3, come back. It does. So I have snare drum, bass drum here, and I have bass drum, snare drum. So let's see who's lying. So that's bass drum. Let's see what this is. Okay, so they're just swap them like that. They must have got swapped somewhere. You want to keep things the same. I could probably put both of these right now. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. We want them to stay in their rows. Oopsie, they moved. Even with this. Wow. Cool. Like a surgeon. Okay. Alright. So, now we need to clear some space. So, we're going to remove these tracks now. And we should have our full take. Yeah, let me clear it up a little bit. Yeah. Just want to be careful. Careful, 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 careful. Drum take 3 is now here. So that was take 3. I need to make a note of that. So take 1's the very beginning. So Hatman. Let me spell it right. Hatman take 3, right? Yeah, take 3 is an intro. And see, I might not even follow this because it's all just like really one take. What is this? 344. Whoa, that's really loud. So, I'm just gonna call that. That's not the falsetto. So, at the falsetto. Falsetto is a voice technique where you sound like Mickey Mouse. Let me save this notepad that y'all can't see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, I froze again. Let me fix that for y'all. There we go. I guess when you do too many things on OBS, it's like, what are you doing, man? Are you recording? Are you editing? Do you want the speakers on? Okay, so I'm gonna minimize these a little bit and make sure these are all clear. So I don't know why there's, oh yeah, because I was checking it against everything. The main thing is this part we need to hear, but we're gonna hear everything because of the bass guitar. Need to hear that too. So we'll start beginning. And this is track 2. Let me hear that again. That's fine. So, if you know me, and I just realized this now, that little part reminds me of Kurene. Something like X does. Um, I usually don't do a lot of stuff from J Rock, but once in a while I'll be like, oh, I do. Most of like the things I do are like they come from like Pink Floyd or Sheena Ringo a lot for sure. Her and Ryuichi Sakamoto I think are the three like biggest people like I pull from. And like Lonely China Day, which is a band not many people have heard of, but like if you think my music sounds like Radiohead, it's probably sounding like Lonely China Day because they sound kind of similar. But I want to make sure some of these bass notes are fitting well. So this part. Oh boy. Let's see. So when does that second note begin? Right here. I just want to see what happens if I move it. I think it was fine the way it was. Let's see. Yeah, how many things did I do? Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes my ears play tricks on me. Nice. So you see here, I build up, they build up with me. It wasn't really even spoken. Like we played this together before, like just rehearsed it. But I never did the crescendo until the click track, until I recorded my part. They just do it with me. Nothing was discussed. We just crescendo. Very nice. I like it. I'm gonna do something with that. I'm not sure what. Probably add some reverb. You hear the tempo slow down, and then get back on track. Nice. So that is geez, what chord is that? A2. So it's a suspended second chord, which if let's see what bands use it. See, it's kind of like, I guess Lunacy and Darren Gray use it a lot. Akuro no Aka. I don't know if he uses that exact. If it's exactly A2, it might be, because I know they go from E to A2, and then bring in the A2 here. Yeah, here's the A2. What? Thumbs up right there, right? Let's see. Ah. Houston, we have a problem. So this is the falsetto. So this is the part I need to check. I got lost in the bass guitar part. I forgot. I was editing drums. Because he hit that thing, I have to try this. Let me see. This will probably fix it immediately. Or not, because this is a bass drum here. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, that's fine. See, I didn't even... See, this Reaper is just so good. Because, like, I didn't have to do anything. I just moved it, and it just does it automatically. And Keybase, I'd be there for like another 20 minutes. So Reaper is good, man. Reaper is good. Worth the money. So I kind of wanted to try this with one of the songs. Maybe this will be the one. Putting Tom 1 all the way to the left, Tom 2 in the middle, and floor tom all the way to the right. And you'll hear like the fill go around your head. Wait, what the heck was that? But that's him. But that's this man here. You know what? It's probably me. It's probably me up here. Let me make sure it's not drums. Okay, because I'm like, we know better than that. That's me. I could edit myself out easily. Yeah, it's me like hitting the the keyboard. All right. Yeah, there's not much I have to do to this one. There's one more thing I have to record. It's a keyboard part. It could be a piano. It could be a cellist. Cool. Thank you for commenting. Not sure yet, but I'm probably gonna experiment after I finish Dream, or maybe even during while they're recording their parts. I'll probably finish up Hatman, record the keyboard part, and then from there, re-sing some of this stuff. The vocal track actually isn't bad. I don't know what the heck is that. What is that? Oh, volume. See, I kind of like salvaged it without this. Like I added some stuff because it was like one take, and I'm like, you know what? That one take wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but you see, there's some like peaks here, so like I definitely have to do like that part, and that part. But like the verse is pretty much fine. That is the Hatman. Cool. Alright. Pretty sure it's good. Bass guitar part is fine. I didn't even edit anything. No, I didn't. So that's good. Okay. I need to hear one other thing. I think it's bubbles. It's this thing. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So yeah, this will probably act as like a background song somewhere. Yeah. I think that's mainly what this one will be. Okay. Let me see if these ones work. Let me see if they're actually like coming out. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I don't think there's... These are already basically finished. It looks like they're pan. I just wanted to make sure they were okay. But these are background songs as well, so they're not like gonna be on the album. But I just wanted to make sure like I didn't just quickly just do them. Okay, cool. All right. Dream, pop, pop, pop. Pocket Master, they're still recording their parts on. I think the other one I have. Let me see if it's even on here. Am I? Yeah, yeah. So there's another song that they're working on called Truth of Nothingness, which is one that you saw me like actually compose on the stream. So now that one's I recorded my part for it and given it to them. So that one that you saw me recording or composing on the first stream is now in production, which is kind of cool. So you'll probably see the whole making of that one. Whereas with these, you kind of only see like the editing. You didn't see the writing of these, or it wasn't documented. But we're gonna do some composing now, and we're gonna do some listening too, cause I'm in need of like background songs and like just extra music overall. So sometimes what I do is I go like search my old uh portfolio, I guess, of just different songs I've done. So let me make sure this is showing, yeah. And I've always used Guitar Pro, so it's actually pretty helpful that I did that because I could always just use the same thing. Like, there's no need for me to update Guitar Pro really, unless like I want more user friendly. But I sacrifice like going back and looking at old stuff too. So let me look for some old compositions, and this might be fun. We'll see. I believe I had this one open. I don't think this is gonna fit Dreamcrack, but we'll listen to some of it. So this is kind of jazzy. It's not really fitting Dreamcrack well, so probably it's not something I would use. But this is like an old tune. I think I wrote for us a long time ago, and we just never played it because sometimes that happens. Like this didn't really fit anything in Melancholy Dream. Like there was some kind, like one song that had kind of jazziness to it, but this is back when I was like really into jazz, but didn't want to like copy it exactly. Like there's rock beats everywhere, and a little bit of jazz beats going around too. I don't know what the hell. That's pretty tough groove. But yeah, I think that one is not gonna be one I bring back. There is one I remember. I wanted to listen to it because I put it on my desktop, like to listen to it later, and this was later, and yeah, now it's like maybe someday that song will serve its purpose, but not anytime soon. So I want to see if I can find this old song that kind of reminds me of stuff I'm doing now. And it's really old, so I don't know if I'm going to find it. I think it would crawl under... let's see. Ooh, I wonder what it's called. Kind of forgot. There's these songs. So, before I get like destroyed on the stream, I'm just gonna change the title right there. But this is a pretty dark song. As you can see, this was written a long time ago. I was using a moniker Maniac, and it's just a mess. Like, it just looks like a mess. But there's something to it, you know? I think this one will come back. In some way, shape, or form. Because I remember the chorus. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. Okay. Alright. So yeah, this one I think is going to stay. So with these, I need to save as and put them in the Dreamcrack folder. Because they're going to come back in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, it's already got 3 songs there. Okay. Let's see, how am I doing on time? I'm doing okay. Doing okay. The stream is like really behind. Yeah, I'm looking at it like right now and it's like way behind. That's okay though. Okay. So, do I got Bliss Magical in here? Okay. So the next song I need to compose is a song I've already composed, but a different way. So I want to make it different, but it's called, or I'm going to call it now Magical Paradise. So we have the Chaos song. This is the next song. Ready to go. And let me see if I can like share the WordPad, because that would be cool to see. because this is another way of writing music. And I'm not sure if I want to compose it or if I want to just like play it. But we'll look. I might end up just playing it because, yeah, this is it. So I'll just show it. This is the next goal. I did play this with people, so they had instructions. But these are the chords, and it's just lead sheet. And honestly, I might just leave it like this because I don't know. That's the thing. I guess I would have to try on the keys. But yeah, I think it's just gonna be this. There's nothing much to it. And if I do need to compose something, it'll probably be like small like string sections and stuff like that. Like, because it's like a 2-chord song, and then when it gets to the chorus, it changes. But last time I played this was on guitar. It's gonna switch 2 keys, so that's the big thing. But yeah, this is the next song for production. Let me see what's after. So the Chaos song, I gotta figure that one out. I already did a little work on it, but as far as my part goes, let's see. Dream, Legend of Hatman, Legend of Explosion, Legend of Pocket Master. So Phoenix would be next. Well, technically, this other song is, so we'll take a listen to it. But Bliss Magical, it's pretty much already done. I'll talk a little bit about it. Just got C major, F major 7 chord. Of course is when it gets interesting because it got a D minor 7 here, going to F major 7 to G. Oh, there we go. And there's not much to it. It's a song of paradise, so it's not supposed to be complicated. So I don't think I'm gonna like sit down and compose it. I think that's the wrong approach. But we might start Phoenix. But I'm gonna check my drive and see if Chris has sent me Nighttime Collecting, I think that's what it's called. Okay. Oh, he sent a guitar profile. Nice. Not sure if you can see that. Let me close this out. And let me close this. Magical Bliss, pretty much done. Alright, this is something Chris wrote. I have no idea. I think I heard it one time. And we will take a listen to it. Thankfully for us, he has written out these parts. 200, jeez. What? Oh, he put a click. He put a count off. Good. So I think he left some of this open for me to fill in. Oh, not that, but like this part. So I'll probably just put some light chords or something. But yeah, I'm not sure when this is gonna come out on the album. But let me see. It might come in. Maybe track 5. We'll see. Either track 5 or track 9. But yeah, we'll see. This is kind of like a hidden, it's not a hidden song, but like it'll just pop up like all the other songs do. But in the labyrinth that I'm making, it's gonna be like you open a door and it's like this one, and it's a pretty cool like segue or side quest, I guess, looking into this collection room. And yeah, it'll be pretty cool. So I think this works. I don't know if we're gonna play it as fast as 200. Let's see how it sounds at 190, like human speed. We'll probably play it at like 190. One of the things you have to be careful of is writing like too fast for a program. Like a program, like if I put this at like 240, program's gonna play it no problem. And you know, with ease, like there's nothing sounds rushed, but when human hands start playing at 240, even if the technique is like really good, you're gonna feel like there's, what do you call it, tension, like everything's kind of stuck. So like 188 is usually my, like when I write something that feels 200, it's usually 188. But I think for this one it might be like 190. Like that will give the same feel of like rushing that the 200 program is giving. So I think this is good. I'm gonna save this in the Dreamcrack folder. All right. Okay, so that one's basically ready to go. We might do this one before the Song of Chaos, which would be okay, because I feel like that Chaos song is gonna take a while, because he doesn't, I don't know if he has like the part made. Okay, so that leaves us with the dark screen. So we're gonna just test out some ideas, because after all of that is a song called Phoenix. This song is one of the bigger songs. It's track 8. It's supposed to be like 7 minutes around, and I haven't started on it at all. And it's a song meant to be composed, so we're gonna do that now. So I'm gonna set up some drums here, just see where it takes us, since the other songs I think are pretty much set to go. So there's gonna be some piano in this one for sure. Piano, drum sets, and bass guitar. Okay. Whew. Okay. Piano, drum set, bass guitar, and put this. So I'm gonna get my guitar. So I'm gonna be a little minute. I'm gonna get my guitar, just so I have like chord reference. I'll be right back. Got myself a little drink. Alright. So, it's always good to have an instrument by you. This isn't lead sheet song, but we're gonna like look for some chords. Let's see. Not necessarily in these voicings. So something sounds very slow. I'm looking for slow sounds. Let's see. I think at E2. This chord is like my secret weapon. I use it at the very end of Crazy About You. But I think I want to feature it prominently in this song. So maybe E2. Do we go to a G? No, we don't. Kind of like E2 to C. Not C minor though. Sounds too cartoony. I like E2 to C. Yeah, I think it's gonna go to C. Alright, so we're thinking E2 to C. And then I'm just gonna play around with that. And I love that voicing on the guitar, but I'll see what I come up with on the keys. This weather sucks. Like I live in Texas. I have still not used to it, and I've lived here all my life. It sucks. Okay, so we're gonna start with the E2. Let me make this piano lower. So I want the voicing. It's all about that voicing now. We want the F sharp in the chord. Do I want grand piano? Do I want Rhodes? I want the tempo really slow, so I'm gonna put like 80 for now, or 60. Ooh, maybe it's a happy accident. So we got click track going. Let me get that. I hear an electric guitar too. Let's go ahead and add that. There hasn't been an electric guitar on this album all that much. Can't believe I'm starting Phoenix already. Because there's two ways to go about this song. It's either going to be very chord heavy or it's going to be something else. Yo, man. Anthony in the house. So it'd either be very chord heavy or riff heavy. So we know the chord, we got E2 to C. So I'm going to go ahead and make that. We want the C in the treble. Maybe do some half notes shenanigans here. Oh, maybe C D. Maybe. Let me get this quarter note going. Let me see. Now, there's another option I can take. Because do I want to make it, let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna sing really terribly. That's just what's gonna happen. Let me drink a sip of Coke. You always want to drink anything but water before you sing. That's a joke. Wait for me at the way it runs away to never. What do I mean? Awake down home. Okay, we're messing around. E2 to E minor. It's kind of creepy. Oh yeah. You know, we might just need a word pad for this song. I don't know if we need to compose it or compose it yet. Anyway, I think it might need word pad. So let me write word pad and we'll put some words down. Because if the lyrics lead the song, you have to abide by that. Oh, word pad's already all loaded. Good. Okay. So, it is. This is what it's supposed to be. This song is a duet. Yeah, it's a duet. I forgot about that. And this is not confirmed yet by the person writing it, which is me. But it starts with a poem. So it's a female I'll be singing with. And she says something first, and then the song begins. So I think when I write Phoenix, I have to write the poem first. Okay, we're doing it. This is Phoenix, guys. It should be, I'm planning to make it one of my best, but we'll see. It's ambitious, for sure. So, in the story, Hatman, Explosion, and Pocket Master have ascended. Uh-oh. We're running into spelling. It doesn't matter. They've ascended. Do I got logging on here? Let's see. Na, 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 na. Oh, I don't. I thought I did logger. I do. Okay. Let's make this all logger. Yeah, why am I obsessed with fonts? But I am. Logger. I don't know why I like this font so much. This font is basically like my thing now. Hatman, Explosion, and Pocket Master have ascended past Paradise and to the Phoenix. So this opening poem is in the perspective of the Phoenix. Because it's a folk album, guys, so it has to have a story. Opening poem. Let's see. Phoenix. Let's make it come. Let's make it come to me. Let's see. We'll zoom. Oh, or not. Let's see. Let me just copy, make this big so we can all see it. Alright. As portal. No, they're not portals. And this could change too, so I just need something here. Okay. 3 shadows emerge from the binds that help them. They witnessed truth, chaos, and paradise. They've learned. So this is actually what happens. So do I want the Phoenix to say what happens? 3 shadows emerge from the binds that help them. They witness truth, chaos, and paradise. They've learned what each were. Okay. They've learned. And I'm gonna say this prettier, but this is the gist of each were. Truth, chaos, and paradise. They've learned what each were. And understand. Now with this knowledge, they ascend. How can I spell ascend? Ascend. No, it's not. What is a key signature? What is it? Miserable pile of filth. Just kidding. It might be somewhat in E major. But yeah, this is what the Phoenix sees. The Phoenix is a female voice. And Hatman himself is actually singing this one. So his words are in his perspective. So this is how it's gonna start. And yeah, that opening poem, very Shenhua-esque. But yeah, we're gonna do. I've had this progression for a long time. I've never used it. It might be this song. It's very slow. But I don't know if it's gonna like stay that. It's gonna fluctuate. Because we have this E. To F. So E2 to E minor to F major. Maybe to C. Let's see. So I'm picturing the voice in my head. You sure understand? Now with this knowledge, there's peace to the unknown, running from the wind. Ooh, okay, okay. I think we got our first lyric. Okay. So we got the E2. This is lead sheet writing. Got E2. So they're, yeah. So this is, I'm gonna put G. P for Phoenix. Can you hear? The ringing. With that, we got. Feel the heat of my flame. Oh. Okay. So, I'm not entirely sure what Phoenix is, but it's creeping me out. So, these lyrics aren't final or anything. And I'm not even going to be using guitar. Can you hear the ringing heat of my flame. Feel, hear the ringing. I don't know about C minor, maybe C major. Just keep it. You hear the ringing. Feel the heat of my flame, for it's tame. Oh, for it's tame. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Now I'm getting second wind. Alright. Let me do that again. Can you hear the ringing? Feel the heat of my flame. Let's see. You hear the ringing. Feel the heat of my flame, for it is tame. Okay, so it'll go E2 to A2. Let's just keep using these two chords, huh? And then it's gonna break the poem here by going back to E2, for it is tame. This is all Phoenix, so we're gonna put her words in red. And hopefully she'll be able to sing them. The melody could change depending on her, like, what she's comfortable singing. But, you know, I'll work with her. Alright. So, now that we kind of have a rough start, I think we can probably do some composing too. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like combining both styles, I think. That's what's going to end up happening. For this tame. Alright, so this is all her. I'll try to sing like a girl. Or at least think of female while I'm writing this part. Ooh, what about C7? For it is tame. Ooh, okay. I think we got something. I'm gonna put a C here for now, but no lyric. And we're gonna go back to Guitar Pro, actually. Oh, which window is that? I should really name these. There we go. We're gonna take this. I mean, this D kind of works. I don't like this click going on. Back to E2. All tracks. I'm not sure I'm liking this Rhodes piano. Maybe something more epic. Not that epic. For now. I mean, there's plenty of options, but this is kind of what it needs to portray. We want that. Now we want an A2, so we gotta think about the voicing. Clearly want A. Ooh, not that low. Let's see, we got. We do want that low. Boom. We do want it that low. And we want. Chord's interesting because it doesn't have the C. We're gonna keep it like that. Then it goes to E minor. You know what? Phoenix is gonna be epic, man. It has to. It has to be epic. It's got no choice. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, how long have I been streaming? I lost track of the time. I'll go on a bit more. Yeah, just a little bit more. It's been 2 hours though. But this has been we did a lot. So we're gonna add some percussion, man, because that's what this album's all about, really. The core songs in general, and maybe even the Chaos song. I might even add some percussion to it too. But this is gonna really like expand into something tribal. Duets, percussion ensemble, trio band. That's the song. I'm gonna add a marimba. Because I'm gonna add a marimba. You know, this could. There's no really backfiring. Like, oh, I adding marimba. That's scary. Like, so what? What can go wrong? Alright, I'm gonna check this part again with these few lyrics I've written, kind of morph them into other things, because I think the lyrics will change, even though they got the ball rolling. Alright, give the man a bone. It is an E major. I was probably using some mode though. Cause look at that, I'm playing with uh, like there's a G there. Not in the key of E major. Is this Dorian? I don't remember. That might sound too groovy. We'll see. But the tempo is gonna change here, cause that's the way of Dreamcrack. So this is Phoenix watching them fly into where this Phoenix can see them. And it's slow because the Phoenix is just hovering in air. But when Hatman begins to sing, his part is a little faster, and the story continues that way. Because he's now meeting the Phoenix, or they're all now meeting the Phoenix. And from there, the story, you get to hear the back and forth in dialogue form, whereas the story before the song is in narration, like as a narrator. Okay, so I think this is a good place to stop. So we got to Phoenix finally. Bliss Magical's pretty much already done. I just have to record my part really. The one that I have to compose is really Phoenix. So this will be something you see a lot of for a while, unless I'm like editing or mixing. I don't know if I'll show mixing on here because that could get a little confusing with the stream program. As far as like, because I want to like do it good, and I'm like usually dead quiet when I'm. No, I'm not. I talk still. Talk to myself still. I never stop talking to myself. Okay. But yeah, this is a good place. So, as we say our goodbyes, I will show some ads here. This is the code, another project we've done. It's just, this was actually a me project, me experimenting with what I could do with YouTube. If you're interested in just weird things, this is a good thing for that. He basically asks you to pick a number, and if you get the right number combination, you get a prize, which is like a legitimate downloadable thing. And still, no one has claimed the prize, even on easy mode, because there's two modes, there's hard and easy. So it's still up for grabs, still waiting for somebody. So try the code. It's not that hard to figure out. Maybe it is. But I think it's just because, it's not popular. But I feel like even if it was popular, people would still have a hard time figuring it out. But if you pay attention, you can get the code. And don't forget to watch Melancholy Dream. This is our first album with really this kind of idea and this kind of imagination, feeling it. This was our first story album, and it's cool. So I think I said at the beginning of the stream, Melancholy Dream was looking into a Dreamcast game, and Dream Crack is looking into a fire. So if you want to look into the Dreamcast game, there's a little screenshot there. It's like a menu screen. This is the album to listen to. It's basically the prequel to what I'm doing now. So they intertwine. These are just some of the videos in Melancholy Dream. Different songs, Wide Eyes. These videos did pretty good. I think this one's like at 1,000 or something like that. Cartoon Chris fully animated. Yeah, Wide Eyes I think is at 1,000 now, maybe a little over. And of course, if you're on Spotify, all that stuff, we have our album available. Chris mentioned to me that we should probably release like every song we do, even the background music. So I might put a compilation of all of those songs, cause like I don't know if there's like they're kind of he's kind of worried about people stealing our audio, but like this stuff is secure, but like background music that we make, I guess is not, but it's kind of hard to download just our background music anyway. But I think it'd still be cool to have a compilation, and they're background music, so you can put them in the background. They probably do pretty well, pretty well on those sites. I teach music lessons. I think I have like one spot left, and it might get filled this week. But if you're interested in taking online lessons with me, you can email this address, and I can respond to you. I only do ages 9 to 80. But if you're younger than 9, just if you have a kid or a child that's interested in lessons, because most of my clientele is children, then you just ask me and we can see if they can do the online. And usually they can. Like I have a 6-year-old student, and these are what I teach in: guitar, piano, maybe drums. If you're serious, if you're serious about drums, I will teach you them. Because you have to kind of do a lot to your system, like your setup. Like you can't just throw it on there, and you have to have like some equipment. I'm not gonna just half-ass the teaching that way. But guitar, piano, you could just put your phone and it would work. But drums is a little more complicated, and I can help set that up if people are interested. So yeah, if you're interested in music lessons, shoot me an email and I'll respond. But like I might respond with I don't have a spot left, because I really don't have one spot left. Then if that time doesn't work, then I don't think it will work. Anyway, so that's everything here. I hope you guys have a good one. This is Josh from Phoenix Splash, signing off.